Hi everyone, welcome to Control System lecture series. In this lecture, we are going to concentrate on what are the objectives of control system subject. Here control system is one of the simple and very important subject. Why? Because without question from this subject, there is no competitive exam. I repeat, without question from this subject, there is no competitive exam. In each and every competitive exam, we are going to get nearly 10 to 15 marks from this subject. I repeat, in each and every competitive exam, we are going to get nearly 10 to 15 marks from this subject. So in this lecture, we are going to concentrate on what are the major objectives of control systems subject. This subject having three major objectives. In that first one is what are the different ways of representations of system or control system, and second one is finding the stability of the system, and third one is designing of the controllers for improving the performance of the system. Okay, these are the three major objectives of control system subject. Now I want to brief, means I want to give little idea about these three objectives. Coming to different ways of representations of system or control system, basically we are having two approaches or two ways for representing the system or control system. In that first one is the transfer function approach and second one is the state space approach. Okay, the major difference between transfer function and state space approaches is in transfer function approach we are going to consider initial conditions are 0. I repeat, in transfer function approach, we are going to consider initial conditions are negligible. Coming to state space approach, in state space approach, we are going to consider the initial conditions are not equal to 0. That is the basic difference between these two approaches, that is transfer function as well as state space approaches. Okay, in coming classes we are going to discuss about how we are going to represent the system or control system by using these two approaches. Coming to second objective, that is finding the stability of the system. Here stability is nothing but the process of obtaining the bounded output for a given bounded input, that is nothing but stability. Okay, we are going to finding the stability of a system by using two types of techniques. In that first one is the time domain technique, that is nothing but in this the output as well as input as the functions of time. Okay, here time domain techniques are classified into two types. In that first one is the RH criteria and second one is the root locus technique. That is Routh-Hurwitz criteria and root locus technique. By using these two techniques, we are going to find out the stability of a system in time domain. Similarly, second technique is frequency domain technique. That is nothing but in these techniques, the output as well as input as the functions of frequency. Okay, here frequency domain techniques are classified into three types. In that first one is the polar plot, second one is Bode plot, and third one is the Nyquist plot. Okay, we are going to find out the stability by using these different types of techniques in frequency domain. Now how we are going to find out the stability by using time domain techniques and by using frequency domain techniques, we are going to discuss in coming classes. Coming to third objective, that is designing of the controllers for improving the performance of the system. In this we are going to discuss about how we are going to increase the performance of the system by using the controllers, and also we are going to discuss about how we are going to design the different types of controllers. Coming to controller concept, controller is a device or element. Controller is the device or element of the control system which controls the process or plant. I repeat, controller is the element of the control system which controls the plant or process. And coming to different types of controllers, we are having basic types of controllers. These are the basic types of controllers, that is PID, that is proportional, integral and derivative, as well as we are having the combination of these three controllers. Those are PI controller, PD controller, and PID controller. Okay. In coming classes, we are going to discuss about what is proportional, integral, and derivative controller, and how we are going to design these different types of controllers.